Today I want to speak about rejection. All of us will face it at some point in our lives, and for many college applicants, their first true taste of rejection comes when they get email notification that they have been rejected, early action or early decision, to their first choice college or university. So this is something that really takes many students aback, and many students don't know how to deal with it. It is okay if you want to cry a little bit, it's okay if you want to scream a little bit, it's okay if you want to drown your sorrows in ice cream a little bit, but after a few hours, having let that rejection sink in, I highly suggest you take the following steps, which will help you bounce back from an early action or early decision rejection. Number one, look at your college list critically and ask yourself, do the remaining schools that I've yet to hear from and or apply to, do they make sense? Do I have enough safeties? Do I have enough targets? Do I not have enough reaches on that list? You want a good balance, and you may need to recalibrate what is a safety, what is a target, what is a reach as a result of getting rejected from that early decision or early action school. The next thing you have to do is make sure that before, and this is really the most important thing I think you can do, make sure before you break for the Christmas holiday that you make time to meet with your college counselor. Update him or her on this early action or early decision rejection, and ask this counselor for his or her opinion about what he or she would do if he or she was in your shoes. Does he or she think you should have a different first choice school going into the regular decision pool? Or does he or she think that you should add some different schools or subtract some schools? At the very least, update your college counselor. Make sure your college counselor understands that you trust him or her. And also, if you do have a new first choice school as a result of this rejection, make sure your college counselor knows about it. He or she has great power to advocate for you, and maybe even send a new letter of recommendation to your new first choice school or an addendum to what he or she already sent to your new first choice school, so that he or she can best advocate for you in the regular decision round of admission. So make sure you keep your college counselor in the loop at your high school, because he or she could easily pick up the phone or send additional information on your behalf to the college counsel, to the admissions officers at the school or schools that now are rising to the top of your list. And then finally, in the days remaining before your regular decision deadlines, in many cases this could be in just a matter of a couple weeks, you need to take the time to tailor those applications and personalize those applications like never before. Make sure that you take the time necessary to write supplemental essays, short answers, personal statements that make it clear to each one of your regular decision schools that you mean business, that you really, really want to get in, and that you know what you're talking about when you're applying to that school, that you're not just creating a generic application that could be sent to any school, but that in fact you're personalizing your application to each school that remains on your regular decision list, so that once those colleges receive your regular decision application, they're going to be reading it, and they're going to know that you couldn't have written that application for anyone but that college. Okay, so those are the 3 steps you need to take. Reevaluate your regular decision list. Number 1, meet with your college counselor. Keep him or her in the loop on your thinking and what has happened, early decision or early action. That's number 2, and I again think that's the most important. And then number 3, redouble your efforts on your regular decision applications. Take the time necessary in the days and a couple weeks ahead before your regular decision applications are due to perfect those applications.